Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the first part of a new chapter that is called perimeter and area. So first, before starting directly with the exercise, let us see some points over here. What do you have in this chapter? So here we know the normal, we'll take the normal polygon. So perimeter of a polygon. So here now, just look at this definition here. The sum of the length of all the sides, sum. When we're adding the length of all the sides of a, it should be a closed figure. Is called the perimeter of the figure. So now suppose we take this figure. So now can you see this is a closed figure. So now these are the lengths of it. So let us put here A, B and C randomly instead of putting some numbers, that is A, B, C. So they said the sum. Sum means you are going to add this A plus B plus C, which is nothing but the sum of the lengths of side. And it is also expressed here in meters. The length can be in meters, it can be in centimeter, kilometer, millimeter, inches, etc. Now this was something about the perimeter. Now let us look for the area. The region enclosed by a closed figure is called its area. It is measured. Now this thing when we are doing the examples, we can see what it is. Now this is just a definition for this. In detail we'll see in the exercise. So it is measured in what? This area. Here when you can see this is just a centimeter or meter, whatever it is, for the perimeter. But here we can see square of it. Now suppose square can be also written in short form, put SQ and put a dot. It can be meter, it can be centimeter. So we say it is measured in square units. Area is measured in square units. For example, square meters, square centimeter, etc. So you understood the difference between the perimeter and the area. This is just a plane, meter, centimeter, and this is in square. So you have to write like this square. And when you write this perimeter, you just write centimeter or meter. This is the unit. And so if it is 5, you will write 5 centimeter or meter. Here if it is 5, you will write here 5. Either you will write square centimeter or meter, or you can also write it 5 centimeter square. Both is the same. Now for the rectangle. This is a rectangle when we want the sum of it. So what are you going to do? You will put, this is the length, so this also will be the length. This is the breadth, so this also will be the breadth. And you are going to add it. So when you add this all, so what do you get here? 2 times you get L. So you write here 2 L. And this 2 times you get B, that is 2B. So when you take common from there, from these 2 terms, you will take what is common is 2. So you write it only once, and which is L plus B. So this is what is the perimeter of rectangle. So now for the area. Area is nothing but you will take this length and you will take this breadth and you are going to multiply it. So now see the difference between the perimeter of rectangle and the area of rectangle. So I will written it over here. And these things you will draw the diagram, you will write the heading rectangle and you are going to write it in your notes. Now if we take a square, you know, when the square is there, that is, it is all the sides are same. So because this is one side, suppose this is 4, this also should be 4, this also should be 4, and this also should be 4. So perimeter, as I told you, perimeter is nothing but the sum. So we are going to write here 4 multiplied by S also we can write here. Okay, or S plus S plus S plus S, that is 4 times. That is nothing but 4 multiplied by S. So that is 4S. And the area is going to be, you will take only one side and this other side. So you are going to multiply this one, S into S, which is S square. So now see the difference between the perimeter of square and the area of square. So now let us go with the exercise and there it will be more clear. So what did they ask? Find the perimeter of each of the following figures. So this figure is given and it's easy now, you know. This is the bigger side, this is the length. So you have to write the given things. Okay, make it a habit of writing a given thing. So length is L is 50. Breadth is, this is the breadth, this is 20. So now they have asked for the perimeter and you should learn this formula. There is no other way. That twice into length plus breadth, and I showed you how did you get this formula. So after putting this, you have to just, this breadth is also called, this is also called in some books, they will mention this breadth is nothing but the width. So you don't have to get confused, both are the same. So here twice into length plus breadth and you just put in the values and you get this 70 and 270s are, that is 140 centimeter. Same over here, but this is a square. So now see here the sides up. How can you say whether this is square? Sometimes the diagram looks similar to the rectangle. Then you can see here 70 in all 17. So you know this all sides are equal means it is a square. So now see here side is 17. So now perimeter of square, you have seen that in the previous this I showed you, that is 4 into s. So in place of s you will write 17, 4 multiplied by 17, which is 68 centimeter. And then again I told you the unit for perimeter, you just write centimeter because this is in centimeter. You will write centimeter. If it was area, the formula would have changed and it will have been square centimeter. Now for this one, see, can you see how many sides this has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you know this penta means pentagon. Pentagon means 5. Hexagon means 6. Heptagon means 7. Octagon means 8. And so on. So here this is 6 means it is a hexagon. So now what is the formula for the perimeter of hexagon means 6 multiplied by length of a side. So here the length is given as 8. So 6 multiplied by 8, that is 48 centimeter. Now look at this one. Actually this diagram looks simple, but what you have to do, I'll tell you in this one. Looking at this diagram, you have to start from any one point and you have to mark that point, because even if you miss a single number, the answer is going to be wrong. So now look at here, I'm just marking from here. So now see here, this 4, then this 4. So can you see this part? This is 1. Then see here, this one is 6. So this is 6. Now again this part is 1. So you are going to write it here, 1. Now this part is 4. So you are going to write it here. So you have to keep on marking 4. So this is 4. Now this part, that is 1. So you are going to write it over here, 1. And this one, this is 6. So you are going to write it over here. And what remains is here? 1. So this you are going to mark because we started from here. So now you are going to add it, and which is very easy. When you add, that is, you add this all, and that is 32 centimeter. Don't forget the unit. If you forget to write the unit, you might lose half or sometimes even 1 mark. Now look at this shape. Again, what is this shape? You have to just, when they ask for the perimeter, you have to just add it. Here we don't know what it is, and the names are being given. So what is the perimeter? We will put here SP, that is plus PR plus, either you write SR or RS, both is the same. So just put the, where this SP is 11. So 11, and this one, when you add, it is 36 centimeter. Now this shape, again it is, you have to ask for, they ask for the perimeter. So now look at here, AB or BA, anything it can be. You go this way, you go this way, it can be anyways. You go like this CD, and it can be BC. Okay, that is 6 plus 6. You can just name it and you can go anyways. Okay, just I put here AB because that alphabetically. So this is 28. Now find the perimeter of the following rectangles. Again here the length and the breadth is given. Here there is no figure given, but directly the length and the breadth is given, and you know perimeter of rectangle is twice into. So actually when I say twice into means here you cannot say that multiplication. And this 2 is for this as well as this one. So twice into length plus breadth. So 2 into this is 25 and breadth is 15. So here. And when you add this you get 40, and this 2 multiplied by 40, that is 80. And what is this? Centimeter. Now again here what you can see, the length is given. And now see here, can you see the units are different? This is meter and this is centimeter. So either you convert it to centimeter or you can convert it to meter. So here what I did, I converted this to centimeter. So now look at here, length is 3.6 meter. So you know this, that is 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So this is 3.6. So see below meter I wrote meter. So 3.6 means what are you going to do? You are going to multiply this. You are going to cross multiply this. So we don't know this. So I have told in my previous videos as well. So when you are multiplying 3.6 into 100, that is going to be 360, and this 1 will go in the denominator. But anything divided by 1 is the number itself. So the answer is 360 centimeters. So now from meter this got converted to centimeter, and now the breadth is in centimeter. So we'll keep as it is. Now we will go further. After conversion, other thing is the same. That is, you have to take the perimeter of rectangle, and this is the formula for it. And just plug in the length and the breadth values over here. And this is your answer when you multiply this. So 1240 centimeter. Now here again look at here. These both are in meters, so we don't have to convert it. Just put the formula and you get the answer. So formula, this is important, twice into length plus breadth. Put this one and add this and multiply this. So this is 66 meter. Now again over here, the length is given. Both are, first look at the units. Both are same, so you don't have to worry about it. So now this you will put here, this formula you have to write, and the formula you cannot put the direct values. Even in the marking system, the formula is important. There are some marks allotted for this as well, for the formula. Now here this is 46 and this is 25. So this is again, when you add, this is 71, and when you multiply this and this, you get 140 meter. Find the perimeter of this is the squares. So now whose sides are given below. So now you know why they give only one, and they have also mentioned square. You know, in square all the lengths are the same, all the sides are the same, isn't it? So here you just have to write the formula, that is perimeter of square means that is 4s. When I write 4s means there is a multiplication sign over here. You can also write 4 into s, or you can just write 4s, and in this side is 18 given, so this is 72. Now again here 15. So you will just put in this formula, you will just put 15, and 15 4s are 60. That is, write the unit, centimeter. Again your perimeter of square, this is 31 given, you just put 31, and the answer is, when you multiply this, you get 124 meter. Again the same over here, this is 52, you just put 52 over here, and you get this answer. Now here, find the perimeter of the following shapes. A triangle. See, a triangle is given with sides 13 centimeter, 14 centimeter, and 15 centimeter. See, the random triangle is given. One is 13 centimeter, here will be 14, anywhere you can put. And the 15 centimeter, you don't have to worry where the 13 is going to be, where 14 and this one. Because they are asked for the perimeter, and you know perimeter means sum of all sides. We have to add all sides. So perimeter is equal to, this is what I written, sum of all sides. So just add it and you get the answer. Hope you got it. Now here equilateral triangle. Now you know equilateral triangle means, what do you mean by equilateral triangle means? All the sides are same. So the of side 9 centimeter means this also is 9 centimeter, this also is 9 centimeter, and this also is 9 centimeter. So you can directly write the formula for that. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is 3 multiplied by s, means all the sides are same and the sides are 3 for a triangle. So 3 multiplied by s, so s is given as 9. So this 3 multiplied by s, I wrote this step extra, and then I put the 9 over here. So this is 27 centimeter. Now isosceles triangle. Now see, in the isosceles triangle, you know this is an isosceles triangle means these two sides will be the same and this will be different. So now they said we don't with equal sides. They said with equal sides 8 centimeter each, means this is also 8 centimeter. And this is also 8 centimeter, and third side is 6 centimeter. Now look at here, this is 6 centimeter. See, this is what I have written over here as well. I have drawn it for your understanding. So perimeter again here of isosceles triangle means, they said each over here means 8 plus 8 plus 6, that is 22 centimeter. Now they said here, the lid of a rectangular box with sides 40 centimeter by 10 centimeter is sealed all around with tape. So there is there's a rectangular box, and this is sealed with a tape. So what is the length of the, means what is the length of this tape required? So how much there's the tape they have used over here. So here what will you do now? Length of this rectangular box is, it is given as, when they say 40 centimeter by this 10 centimeter means the length is 40, whichever is big, that is the length, and the breadth is 10. So this is the length of rectangular boxes, 40 centimeter, and the breadth is 10 centimeter. Again I said we can also say breadth is nothing but the width. In some places they also write width, so you don't have to be confused over here. Now they ask, means whenever they say what is the length required, means this, you know, all this side means that is the perimeter. So they haven't asked directly for the perimeter, right? They asked what is the length of the tape required. So which is nothing but the perimeter. So perimeter means the formula of the rectangle, you know, twice into length plus breadth. Just plug in these values. So this is 40, this is 10. When you add this, you get 50, and this is 100. So because it is a word problem, you have to write this statement over here, the last one. Therefore, length of tape required is 100 centimeter. So you will say, I wrote over here, why should I write over here? Again, you might lose your half mark if you don't write this one, at least half mark. Now a rectangular piece of land measures 7 meter by 5 meter. Again here, this is the length and this is the breadth. Each side of cube is a fence with 4 rows of wires. Now this is a rectangular piece of land and this is 7 meter and this one. So first thing, let us write the length and the breadth over here and let us find the perimeter. But what is this? 4 rows of wire. I'll tell you what it is. Now first let us find the perimeter. So perimeter of this rectangle is, you just want the one side of it, isn't it? So perimeter of rectangle is now the same thing. This is the formula. You have to just put the values over here. 2 into 12 and this is 24 meter. And there are, because there are, since this means when we write these 2 dots and 1 dot means since. And when we write like this, up 1 and this means therefore. So since there are 4 rows of wires, so what are you going to do? This is for 1. Only once this is only once. So this is 24, but since there are 4 rows of wires, means it will be like this 4 times it will be. So what will be that? Length of fencing is going to be 4 into perimeter. This we got the perimeter. So 4 into perimeter is 24. So that is 96 centimeters. So we will write here, therefore total length of wire required is 96 centimeters. Now the next one says that find the perimeter of a regular pentagon. I said, what do you mean by pentagon? Means 5 sides. Penta means 5. Okay. Now look at here, with each side measuring 15 meter. So what is here? This also is 15. This also is 15. This also is 15. This meter. This all are in meter. So now we can say the side is, we have to write this in, side is 15 meter. Perimeter of pentagon is 5s because there are 5 sides. So here just put, they have given you the side, that is 15. So just put here 15 and which is 75 meter. These are easy, only you should know the formula and you should understand the concept by drawing the figures. If the sides of the figures are not compulsory, but if you draw the figure, it will be more clear. If the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 3:4:5, and we have also done this in ratios, so you can also see the ratio topic. So here when we write 3, this is called is:2. This is called is:2 and its perimeter is 24. Find the measure of each side of a triangle. So in word problem, whenever you have, first read the whole problem and then go one sentence by sentence. So you can plot the things over here. So now look at here. If the sides of a rectangle of a triangle are in the ratio 3:4:5. So what did you say? Let the sides of a triangle be, just put a variable 3x, 4x and 5x. In place of this, just put x. Okay. Now look at here, and they said perimeter. Now look at the second sentence. Perimeter is 24 centimeter. So perimeter means these are the sides given. These are the sides given, and sides means you have to add it. So 3x plus 4x plus 5x, and that is is. Is means is equal to 24. So when you add this, you get 12x is 24. So first thing, what are we going to do? We are going to find the value of x. So when I write 12x means 12 multiplied by x. So x is, this is your left hand side and this is your right hand side. So what do you do here? X, you keep it on the same side, left hand side, and 24 is on the right hand side. But when you take this 12 on the right hand side, this is in the numerator, this goes in the denominator. The side changes. Now look at here. So what will be here? 12 ones are 12 twos are. So that is x is 2 centimeter. But here what do we want? Find the measure of each side of the triangle. So we have considered these are the measure of the sides, isn't it? So now 3x, now you got a value of x. So 3x will be 3 multiplied by 2 because this is 2. So that will be 6. And then this is 4. So 4 multiplied by 2. So this is going to be 8 centimeter. This is 5. 5 multiplied by 2, that is 10 centimeter. So again the same thing I wrote over here. Therefore the sides of the triangle are 6 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 10 centimeter. So by this we have completed today's the things whatever are there from this, where this the remaining one we will do it in the next. Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the second part of perimeter and area. We already done few questions. That is question, I think it's 8. And this is we are going to start with question number 9. So now the question says that a piece of a string is 48 centimeter long. What will be the length of each side of this if the string is used to form a square? Now, whenever this thing is say what will be the length of each side, is what we have to do over here. We have to first see, this is given as 48 means this the perimeter is been given, that is 48 centimeter. Piece of string is 48 centimeter long means the perimeter of the this is given, and here we are thinking of a square. So perimeter of square is 48 centimeter. So what are you going to do? First thing we are going to start whenever this is given. Because you want the length of each side means you want the perimeter is the side of the square. So here you will write the perimeter of square is 4s is given. You know this is a square. Perimeter means the sum of all sides. So this also is a side, this also is a side, this also is a side, and this also is a side. So square means all the sides are going to be same. So what will be that? When you add all these four sides, it is going to be 4 s plus s plus s plus s means that is going to be 4s. So also we can write here that the formula you have to write here is 4 multiplied by s. So here you have to remember that perimeter is sum of all sides. So now below this we know that is given 48 centimeter, the perimeter is given. So below this perimeter of square you will write 48. This 4 into s as it is. So we want a side. So what will you do? 48, this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So 48 on the left hand side we'll write as it is. 4 when you are bringing it to the left hand side, so that is going, here is in the numerator, here we'll do in the denominator, the side, the side changes. Okay, so you know about it, LHS and RHS. Again I repeat, when there is plus it becomes minus, when it is minus it becomes plus, multiplication becomes it's get divided, and division becomes multiplication when you change the sides. Now see here, so this goes in the denominator, this side is as it is on the RHS. Now you know the 12 times table means 4 ones are 4, 12s are. If you don't know, you just divide it and see 4 ones are 4 and this is 8, 4 twos are 8, that is 12. So this is 12 is side. So you have to write this because this is a word problem. Length of each side is 12. And what is it given here? The unit, this unit is very important, that is in centimeter. So next problem is you have to find the side of the equilateral triangle. So again here the perimeter of equilateral triangle means, you know, this is equilateral triangle means all the sides are same. So here there are 3 sides, so 3 multiplied by s. Now again the perimeter is given here 48. The same thing we are going to use it out here. Below this perimeter you write 48, 3 multiplied by s. So 48 on the same side. This goes here is in the numerator, this will go in the denominator when you are changing the side. This is s. Again here you if you don't know the table of 16, you can again divide and see 3. So the answer is 16. So length of each side is 16 centimeter. Now a regular hexagon. Now even I told you in the previous video, the hexagon means how many sides it has. Penta means 5, hexa means 6. So perimeter of regular hexagon is going to be like this. So all the sides again they are the same. So there are 6 sides. So 6 multiplied by s, and the perimeter again here is the same 48. So 6 multiplied by s means this 6 goes on in the denominator. So here again 48 you will divide by 6. 6 8 are 48. So the length of each side is 8 centimeter. Now here two sides of a triangle are 12 centimeter and 14 centimeter. So the perimeter of the triangle is 36, and what is the length of the third side? Now see here, this is actually not a equilateral triangle because the sides are given. This is 12 and this is 14, and they are asking for the third side. So suppose this is a triangle, it can be anyways, 12 will be here, suppose here will be 14, we don't know which sides are there, but all the sides are different. So what do you know here is the perimeter. Perimeter means you have to remember that is the sum of all sides. If you know this thing, other things are very easy. And here the perimeter of the triangle is given as is means is equal to 36 centimeter. So what are you going to do here? First we'll write here because we don't know the length of the third side. So let the length of the third side be x centimeter. So then you are going to write here perimeter of triangle is sum of all sides. So below this perimeter, you know, that is given 36 is given in the question over here, and the sides are given 12 and 14 are given, and we have assumed the third side as x. So we will write here plus x. So now look at here 36, and this when you add it is going to be 26, and this x as it is. So now this 26 when it goes here, this is plus. So this also is plus here, because whenever we write, we don't write plus a sign. So it is understood that is plus. So now this is the LHS and this is your RHS. So this 36 on its place. So from RHS when it goes to this one is plus. So here when you're changing the place, it is going to be minus, and this x as it is. Now see here, this is 10 when you subtract, and this is x. So length of third side is 10 centimeter, because these are given in centimeter. Now find the cost of fencing a square park of side, that is 5000 centimeter, at the rate of 10 per meter. See here, this is meter and this is centimeter. So this we have to always look at the units, whether the units are same, because other things you might know, but if you just skip this unit part and the answer is going to be wrong. So first look at the units, what is given. So here they said per meter. So now whenever they said per meter, or somewhere they can also write here per square meter. So because we are doing perimeter and area, so sometimes there is also a confusion that whether you have to use the formula for the perimeter or you have to use the formula for the area. So whenever the square is given, square means you have to always think that that is going to be area. But here they said it's a per. So here nothing but this will be the perimeter. Now look at here, the difference, because this is always a problem. So whenever there is just per means you have to find it's a perimeter, and whenever there is square means that should be area. So now what is given here? Find the cost of this of side is given as 5000 centimeter, and this is given in meter. So let us convert this centimeter to meter. First thing, let us solve the problem as it is. First, let us find the perimeter of square. So perimeter of square means, you know, this is a square means sum of all sides, means there are 4 sides in it. So 4 multiplied by s. So 4 we will write, and the side is given as 5000, right as it is. So what is going to be? This is going to be 20,000. And this is centimeter. Now this centimeter we are going to convert it to meter. First solve this same along with the same unit and then solve it. So now you know that 100 centimeter is 1 meter. So see here, this is 20,000 centimeter. So below this centimeter there should be centimeter. That is very important when we are changing the unit. So now see here, you got this one. So now what are you going to do? You are going to cross multiply. You don't know what is, how much meter is it. So now see, whenever the two this are there, this also I have mentioned in one of my video. So whenever you cross means two numbers are here. So 20,000 into 1. So 20,000 will be in the numerator, and in the denominator this is a single number. This 100 will go in the denominator. So you are going to divide it. So this is what I have done. Can you see here? Why did I write 20,000 at the top? So whenever there are two numbers means you write it at the top and 100 in the denominator. So this and this gets cancelled. So what remains is 200. So now you got whatever you got, that is because we wanted a meter. So we got 200 meter. So the perimeter is 200 meter. So this perimeter is done. So now they are asking find the cost of fencing. So cost is given what? Per meter means for 1 meter, cost of 1 meter is rupees 10. So we have here 200 meters. So cost of 200 meters, this together. So that will be how much? Again, this also we are going to cross multiply. See here, when we are cross multiplying, 200 into 10 will be 200 into 10 divided by this 1. So that is going to be 2000. Hope you got it. So I wrote here 200 multiplied by 10. And I didn't write divided by 1 because whenever we divide by 1, we get the same number. So that is understood wherever that 1 is there. So this is 2000, and what is that 2000 is nothing but rupees, because that is the cost. The next one, find the cost of fencing a rectangular park of length that is 0.8 kilometer and breadth is 0.2 kilometer at the rate of rupees 12 per meter. Again, this is per meter means you have to think of the perimeter. Now the length is given. Length is given means this is 0.8. So length of rectangular park is 0.8 kilometer and breadth is 0.2 kilometer, and then perimeter of rectangular park means, you know, Again, this also have explained the perimeter means, now see, this is length, this is length, this is breadth, this is breadth. So this and this means twice length, this and this means twice breadth. You take the common, twice into length plus breadth, because many of them forget the formula. So I have just shown you in a simple way how to remember the formula. So twice into length plus breadth. Always they forget the formula for perimeter of rectangle. So twice into length plus breadth, and this breadth is also in some books they might ask you what is the width. Width is nothing but that is the breadth. So you can also write L plus W, both is the same. So now already this 0.8 is given here, 0.2 here. When you add this 0.8, see decimals, you are also going to do the decimals. So be careful here, this is 10. So here this is 1 and these decimals are together, that is 1.0. 1.0 is nothing but that is 1. So 2 multiply by 1, that is 2 kilometer. So now what are we going to do? Here see again, can you see this is kilometer and this rate is given in meter. So we are going to convert it. So you know 1 kilometer, you have to remember this unit. 1 kilometer, so what is that? Standard one, that is 1000 meter, and here you got 2 kilometers. So below this kilometer you write kilometer. So 2 kilometer will be, when you cross multiply here, you are going to get 2000 meter. So now what will we do? We want the cost, find the cost. So find the cost of 1 meter of fencing is given as, this is given 12. So you want the cost of this 2000. Cost of 2000 means again you are going to cross multiply. So 2000 into 12, that is 24,000 rupees. So the next one, a rinky runs around a square field of side is given 70 meter, while Pinky, this is rinky and this is Pinky, runs around a rectangular, this is rectangular, this is a square, filled with length 90 meter and breadth is 60 meter. Who covers more distance by how much? First let us see for rinky. So distance covered by rinky. So that is, distance is nothing but here wherever she is, see this is a square field. So distance is this, the distance is nothing but the this is the perimeter. So we will see for perimeter of the square. That is, you know, this the formula is 4 into s, and the side is given, that is 70 meter. So in place of s we are going to write here 70 this as it is. So that is 280 meter. This is for rinky. Now we will same thing we will see for Pinky. Distance covered by Pinky. Again here but Pinky here, this is a rectangular field. So what are you going to write here? Perimeter of rectangle. So you know the perimeter of rectangle, this is the formula, what you have to learn and write it also in your notes. So that is, the dimensions are given, which is 90 meter and 60 meter. Length is 90 meter. So here 90 and here 60. So when you add this, this is 150, and when you multiply this is going to be 300. So now they have asked, who covers more distance by how much? So you have to subtract that. That is what you are going to do. Difference. Difference means you have to subtract. Difference in distance covered by Pinky and Rinky, that is 300 minus, you already got your 300 minus this 280. So which is 20 meters. So in this sentence of word, Pinky covers more distance by 20 meters. The length of a rectangular piece of cloth is 150 centimeter and its perimeter is 450 centimeter. Find its breadth. See, whatever the things are given, first thing we have to write the given things. So length is given. The length of this is given 150, so we are going to write it over here. Then the perimeter is given, so we are going to write it over here. Breadth we don't know, so we are going to put a question mark. So they asked us, find its breadth. So here the perimeter is given, isn't it? So what are we going to do? We will start with the perimeter's formula first. So what happens here? We will write the formula here, perimeter of rectangle unit, that is twice into length plus breadth, and the perimeter is given 450. So below this you are going to write 450. This 2 as it is. Length is given 150. So write here 150 plus b. So now there are different ways of doing it. Now see here, this is 450 as it is. So what we can do this, whenever we have 2 and inside is the number brother, that means this should be multiplied by 2 and this also should be multiplied by 2. See here, this also should be multiplied by 2, this also should be multiplied by 2. Many of them do this way, they just multiply this by 2 and this b they write as it is. So that is wrong. Both these 2 is for both of them. So 450 here, and this will be, this multiplied means that is going to be 300, and when you multiply this means it is going to be 2b. So now what will you do? This 300 will go on the other side. So here is same, when you take it here, it is going to be subtracted, and 2b as it is. So when you subtract, you get 150. this 2b as it is. So now say when we write 2b means this is multiplication over here. So 150 as it is, this 2 goes in the denominator when it's changing the sign, and this is b. So again, what are you going to do? If you don't know, just 150 divided by 2 you see, and that is 75. So breadth, whatever is that, that is 75. And other way, we can also do this one. Well, see here from this step, 450, these two we can just divide it, but that is a long way, 150 plus b. So when you divide this one, 2 ones are, 2 twos are, 2 twos are, and 2 fives are, that is 225 is 150 plus b. So 225 minus this 150 is b, and now see here, this is going to be 75. When you subtract, this is b. This is the other way to do it. You can do it. There are maths, there are many methods. You can solve it by any way. So hope you got this one also. Because this is multiplication, when it goes to the other side, it gets divided. Now the next question, that is exercise 15.2. That is, here now, so the perimeter is done. Now we have to see what is the area. So now you know the area. Area means, now this is for the square. So area is s square. That is s into, we can also write area is equal to s into s. So this one, you know, this one for the perimeter I have shown you in the previous, in my notes, in the previous, when I started the topic, that is there for the introduction. Okay, so here we are going to, you can just look at the back videos as well, okay, so that you understand the concept very well. So now here let us see for the area of square, that is area of square, that is s into s, and we can also write as s square. Now see here the diagram is given, and directly they are asked what will be the area. So what are you going to do? This one square is going to consider as 1. So now look at here, we can also write here, that will be, this will be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, see here, these are, because these are the full squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you combine this and this, it is going to be 5, 6, 7, and this is going to be 8. So there are total how many squares are there? So that is the 8, we can say that is the area, that is the 8. Now this is for 8. Now the same thing we will do for B. So now look at it, 1, 2, full squares, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hope you got it. So that area is 12. You have written over here. Now look at the third one. See here. First let us look at the whole squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you combine this and this is going to be 1. So 7. And when you combine this and this, that is going to be 1. That is 8. So can you see? I have written for C. Just because this is C, that is 8. Now again let us look for this one. First the whole squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And when you combine this and this, that will be 1, 13. And this, when you combine this, that is 1, that is 12. Total is 14. So this is 14. So hope you got this one. Now let us see for the next question, that is find the areas of the rectangle. These areas are given. With the length, we have to find the area of the rectangle with the lengths are given, that is the length and breadth. So here this is the length and this is the breadth. So we I wrote it, the length of rectangle is 14 and the breadth is 3. So we have to find the area. So area of rectangle, the formula is length into breadth. So, that also I have explained in that one. This is the length and this is the breadth. For perimeter we take all the sides, but for the area just we consider one side. This will be 1, so this will be 1. So that is length times breadth. So now what is the length is given 14. So this is 14. Breadth is 3. So 14 is 42. And see, always the unit for the area, I have told you before, that will be square. And this is in centimeter square. Centimeter is cube means square. Or you can also write this as centimeter square. This is kilometer. This means this is the length and this is the breadth. Again, same thing I have written over here, an area of rectangle, that is length into breadth. So this is given, length is given as 3 and the breadth is given as 2. So 6 square, and this is in kilometer. The units are important. Now here again length, 15 meter and 8 meter is the breadth. Area of rectangle, length into breadth. So length is 15, breadth is 8. 15 8 is 120 square meter. Next question is that is the length is given as 15, breadth is given as 11. Area is going to be the formula we have to remember. Length into breadth, that is 15 into 11, that is when you multiply this you get 165 square centimeter. Now again here find the areas of the squares. Now that was done for the rectangle. Find the areas of this. This is given for the square whose sides are. Now see, this is the square and the area means, as I told you before, that is only you are going to take S into S. Side square means that we can write S into S. This I wrote for your convenience. So the side is given as 10 means this 10 into 10, 10 times 100. Because this is area, you have to write the square centimeter. Again the same, write the formula. 12 into 12, 144 square meter. Again for this one, the side is given as 16. The formula is important. If you know the formula, this is going to be very easy. So what are you going to do now? See here, this take rectangle, write the perimeter of rectangle. So what is the perimeter of rectangle is twice into length plus breadth. Then again the perimeter, what will you do? Area of rectangle. And the derivation also I have showed you before. That is what? Length into breadth. Now you will take a square, perimeter of square. That is what you have to add all sides, that is 4 into S, and that is then what are you going to do? Again this is done. So again what are you going to do? Area of square, that is S square. So all these four formulas you are going to write it together, because when you write it together, so you can differentiate which is what. Otherwise separately sometimes you might forget. So always write the formulas, and that thing, these four formulas should be together. So now 14 kilometer here is given. So area of square is S square, and this is S into S, and this is 14 into 14, that is 196 square. This is in kilometer. Now find the side of a square whose area, this area is given, so you don't have to worry that this is it's not a separate formula, because now you know square and you know this is area word used. So what are you going to start with? Area of square. Area of square is S square. So here what are you going to write here? See, in place of this you will write 36, and this is S square. So what are you going to do here? So now see here, you have to remove this. If you know directly, you can just write S is equal to 6. But here, what you can write? Squaring both sides. So when you square both sides, so this also you are going to put a square over here, and this also you put a square over here. So when you put a square for this square, and this inside square means it is going, the square root will go off, and you know this square root of 36 is 6. So that also you have to remember what is the square root of. Now see, square root of 4 is 2. This one will be 9 is 3. 16 is 4, and so on. That you have to learn on that one. So square root of this, because here see 6 into 6, and this is 2 times, right? So when it goes out of the square means this is just going to be 6. So side of a square is 6 centimeters. Again for here, area of square, you have to start with this one, and here the same thing, the same formula. So you are going to square both sides. So root of 69, and this is root of S square. So this is S, and see here for 169 is 13 multiplied by 13. The square root of 13 is going to be 169. So this is going to be 13. So you have to learn that squares. Again here 49, same thing over here. You will take root of 49 is equal to root of this. 7 7s are 49. So you can look at the solutions. Here again for 25. When you take root of 25, rest all things are the same like the previous problem, so I am not explaining. So 5 into 5, root of 5 into 5 is 25, so this will be 5. So we'll start.
Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the third part of the chapter, perimeter and area. Some questions we have already done in the previous video. You can go to it. So we'll start from question number 5 up to 4th we have already done. So here what does it say? Find the length or breadth for the given rectangle.
area is given and the length is given. So you have to find a here. So it can be length or breadth. So here the length is given means you have to find the breadth. So first thing you are going to start with the formula, that is the area of rectangle, that is length into breadth. So here you will write 306, which is given. Length is given here 34, so you will write over here. You don't know the breadth. So this 306 over here. So this goes in the denominator 34 because this is in the numerator because it changes the place, and this is B as it is over here. So now what are you going to do? You are going to divide it 306 by 34 and then you just divide and see, you get the answer as 9. So the breadth is 9. So we can write here breadth of rectangle is 9 centimeters. The next one, what does it say? This area is given 98 square meter and breadth is 7. So you have to find the length. So again you will start with the formula. Area is 98. You don't do the length. Breadth is 7. So 98 you will write here. This will go in the denominator. So that is length. So 98 divided by 7. So 7 ones are 7. This is 28. 7 fours are 28. So 14. So the length of rectangle is 14 meter. Now over here, again what is given here? Area of this area is given and the length is given. So you start with the formula. Area of rectangle, length into breadth. In place of area 300. Length is 12. We don't know the breadth. This you will write it over here. This goes in the denominator. So you divide 300 divided by 12. 12 2s are 24. 60. 12 5s are 60. So your answer is 25. So the breadth of rectangle is 25 meter. Again over here the area is given and the breadth is given. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Area is 1008. We don't know the length. The breadth is 16. 1008 divided by 16, that is length. So 63 is the length. So length of rectangle is 63 meter. Now the next one, the area of a 60 meter long rectangular garden is means is equal to 300 square meter. Find the width of the garden. So area of rectangular garden, this is given as 300 square meter. This length is given as 60 meter. And we don't know the width. Width is nothing but the breadth. We have, in some places they will give the width or they also give us the breadth. Both are the same. So we are going to use the same thing, but here just because the width is given, then I just write here W instead of writing B. Rest everything is the same. The area of rectangle, length into width. So here 300, so you are going to write it here. Length 60 given. This is not given. So 300 here. This goes to the denominator. So 0 and 0 gets cut. 6 ones are, 6 5s are. So 5 is the width is 5 meter. The next one, what is the cost of tiling a rectangular plot of land 150 meter long and 120 meter wide? At the this is given as the rate is given over here. So sorry for that. That R is okay. So here at the rate of rupees 8 per square meter. So whenever this square meter per square meter, just see here, whenever it is given per square meter, so you have to concentrate on this squares. This square, whenever the word square is used, and this per and this keep it at the side. The square means that will be the, you have to find the area. If it is perimeter means this can be in meter, this can be in centimeter, inch and so on. That doesn't matter. But this square means that is the area, and perimeter, the perimeter is given means it will be per meter or centimeter, whatever it is, there won't be square. So in that case, because directly they didn't say, ask here what will be the perimeter or what will be the there's one area. So many of them get confused. What should I do? So just remember this square. This is very important. Square means you have to find the area. Hope you got this one. So now just write the given things, that is length is given 150. The wide means the width is given 120. So what are you going to do? Area of rectangle, that you know the formula. Length into width. So here 150 multiplied by 120, which is 18,000 square meter. So now see here, they have asked for the cost, and here they are given the rate of rupees 8 per square meter. So what will you write here? 1 square meter. Per means 1. That is 1 square meter is rupees 8. So we have this much square meter, that will be 18,000 square meter will be how much? So you will cross multiply. So whenever you see these two numbers, that that you will consider that in the numerator. So 18,000 into 8, that will be in the numerator, and this line means this 1 is going to go in the denominator. But usually whenever the number 1 is there, we don't write in the denominator. That is understood. Suppose you write your 5 divided by 1, so that is going to be 5 itself, isn't it? Anything, that number, whatever if it is 1 in the denominator, the number remains the same. So usually we don't write 1 over here. Here, if it was some other number in the denominator, then it was okay, we could have written over here. So now you have to just multiply. So what do you get here? 1,44,000, that is rupees. So now what is then? You got this for 18,000 square meter, that is this much. But then we want the cost. What did they have? The cost of tiling. So this is nothing but what we are going to write. This, whatever the answer we got, this one is the cost of this one, tiling a rectangular plot, that is 1,44,000. So this, whatever we got, was the area. So you understood? So this you have to multiply by whatever the square meter. 1 square meter is rupees 8. So 18,000 square meter will be how much? So this, whatever you get, this is the cost of tiling a rectangular plot. So now the next one, a floor is 50 meter long and 40 meter wide, and a square carpet of sides 30 meter is laid on the floor. See, this is a floor. This is in the form of a rectangle. Why we say rectangle? Because you know the dimensions are given 50 and 40. So 50 and 40 means this says that they are not same, means it is going to be rectangle. So now a square carpet is laid on the floor. Here there is a square carpet, and we want to find the area that is not carpeted, means this area we want. Hope you got this. The diagram is clear to you. So now what will you do? First we'll think about the rectangle, that is about the floor, the first sentence. So length of floor is 50, width of floor is 40. So what are you going to do? You will find the area of floor first, that is length into width. So that is going to be 50 into 40, and that is 2,000 square meter. So now what did you say in the second sentence? A square carpet of side 30 meter is laid on the floor. So side of carpet is 30 meter. Area of carpet is how much? Side square. So this will be side into side. So this is given as 30. So 30 into 30, that is going to be 900 square meter. So now what are you going to do? They said area of floor that is not carpeted. So what are you going to do? As I told you the diagram, from this rectangle you are going to subtract this carpet. So you get this area, isn't it? Which is, this area means this one, what is that? That is not carpeted. So area of floor minus area of carpet, that is 2000 minus 900. This is 2000 minus this 900, and you get 1100 square meter, because area means you have to write in square meter. Next one, find the number of square tiles of side 12 cm required for tiling a wall of dimension 7.2 meter into 3 meter. Also find the cost of the tiling if one of tile cost rupees 2.50. So now see here, they said that square tiles are there, and which is the side is given as square and the side is given as 12 centimeter. And this one for tiling a wall of dimension. So the wall, these dimensions are given 7.2, this is in meter, and this is in centimeter, and this also is in meter. So what we are going to do, first you will write here side of square, which is 12 centimeter. So first thing we will write, this is the length and this is the breadth, right? The dimensions are given. So what you will do, length of wall, that is in meter. So this is in centimeter. So let us convert this meter to centimeter. So how do you get this answer? I will show you over here. This is the rough one. So now you know 1 meter is 100 centimeter. This is the standard what everybody should know. So we want 7.2 meter. So this is meter, means this below this only you are going to write meter. So 7.2 meter, that is going to be this 7.2 into 100. And this we don't know. 1 will go down. So 7.2 into 100 divided by 100. Usually we don't write that 1. So when you multiply this, you will get 720 centimeter. That is what I got. So now this is also in centimeter. This is also in centimeter. So this is for the length. Now again the breadth also is 3 meter. So what are we going to do? This 3 meter again we are going to change. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So 3 meter is going to be how much? That will be this. We are going to cross multiply. That will be 3 into 100. That is going to be 300 centimeter. So now we got the length and the breadth in centimeter. Now we are going to find out first thing, what is that? For the wall, for tiling a dimension of the wall, isn't it? So what are we going to do? First we will find the area of the wall, that is length into breadth. The length is given, the breadth is given, just put it over here, and then you multiply this, you get 21600, so 2,16,000 square centimeter. Now what did he say here? side of this was for the floor. Now for the side of square tile is given as 12 centimeter is given over here, which is square tile is on the floor. There is a tiles, isn't it? So here this is for the wall. For the wall you need the tiles. So this is a square tiles and this is 12 centimeter. So now what I go to side of square tiles, that is 12. So first thing again you have to find out the area of the square tile. So here that is the side given. So area of the square tile means you know the area of square, like is side square. So this we can split up into S into S. And this is given as 12. So you are going to put here 12 and here 12. So that will be 144 square centimeter. So now first thing we got the area of the wall and area of the square tile. So first thing we have to see how many tiles are needed. So what are we going to do to find the number of tiles? That is, what are we going to do? We are going to divide this by this one. So area of rectangular wall divided by area of square tile, and which is this divided by this one. So when you divide this, you get 1500. You can just divide and see. So now what do you get here? Now they have asked, what is they have asked? Find the cost of tiling. If the tile cost rupees, this means if one tile is costing 2.50. So now see, a cost of one tile is rupees 2.50. And how many tiles did we get? We get 1500. We got, isn't it? So here see, tile is there, tile together. So 1500 should be written over here. Now what are you going to do? You are going to cross multiply. So 1500 multiplied by 250 divided by 1. Usually we don't write at 1. So when you multiply this, you get 3,750 rupees. So cost of tiling is 3,750. Now the next one, Varun has the option of selecting a rectangular plot of size 135 meter into 45 meter or a square plot of size 7,500 centimeter. See here, this is in meter. The dimensions are given in meter, means this is the length and this is the breadth. Because whenever you have like this, so this is the length and this is the breadth, and a square plot is this is there are two plots, the rectangular plot and the square plot. So here size is given. Why this only one? Because you know the square, all the sides are same, so only one side will be given. So other are going to be the same at the same price. So which one should he prefer and why? So first thing, let us see for the first part, that is the rectangular plot. So length of rectangular plot, this thing should be written because it's a word problem. Whatever I have written, that things are all important. So just note down. So length of rectangular plot is 135 meter and the breadth is given as 45 meter. So first thing, what are we going to do? You are going to find out the area. Area is length into breadth. So that is 135 into 45. So that comes to 6075 square meter. Now this is done. Now we look at the second sentence. Now we'll look for the square plot. So side of square plot is 7,500. That is in centimeter. But this thing we want, because this is in meter, this also should be written in meter. So what did we do here? So this is my rough form. So 100 centimeter is 1 meter. 7,500 centimeter together. This will be how much? So what are we going to the two numbers together? So that is going to be 7,500 into 1. That will be 7,500. And look at this one. Now 100 is there. So you have to write the 100 in the denominator. So what will you do? You will cut these two zeros. So what is the answer? 75 divided by 1 will be 75 meter. Now see here, you can think here. In the previous one, I wrote 1 meter is 100 centimeter. And here, why did I write here? 100 centimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. So anyways, you can write here, but why? Because this was the convenience. Like it was easy now because we want to convert this centimeter to meter. So can you see here centimeter to meter? So it becomes easy when you start from left hand side. Even you can, I'll show you both ways. If we are writing here 1 meter is 100 centimeter and this 7,500. So 7,500 I'm going to write it on this side. Why? Because this is in centimeter together and we don't know how. See here. When you put a cross multiplication, as I told you, two numbers whichever are there, that are going to go in the numerator, and at this line there is only one number that is going to go in the denominator. That is very important. So both ways you can write and you get 75. So follow this method or this method, whichever you feel easy. So now look at here. So area of square plot, now let us see. That is side square means side into side, and we got here 75, side is 75. So that when you multiply this, you get 5625 square meter. Now see here, area of square plot we got, and here you got the area of the This is also, you can write a rectangular plot, okay? Here you can write it as a rectangular plot. So how much is that? That is 6075. 6075, and this is 5625. So at the same price, when we are getting, that is a plot, when we get the more area. So which one are you going to prefer? Definitely we are going to prefer the rectangular plot, isn't it? So why are you, when they ask why? So why? Because this is important, because he gets more area at same price. Hope you got this one. So by this one, hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the fourth part of perimeter and area. So we have completed the exercise. Now let us see the workout. Workout is nothing but, that is, we can call it as the revision of the chapter. Whatever we have done till now, the exercise. Only the things somewhere the numbers will be different or something. So now look at here. They said that choose the correct option. The breadth of a rectangle with length 12 centimeter. You have to find out the breadth of the rectangle, and length is given as 12 centimeter and perimeter is given as 36 centimeter. So whenever you have this thing, you are not going to do it orally, but you have to solve it. Even if it says that is, you have to choose the option, but better not do it orally, because the options will be very close and you might get wrong. So you have to follow the method. First thing, you have to find out this breadth means, when the perimeter is given means, you have to start with the perimeter. So perimeter of rectangle is twice into length plus breadth. So you know about it. So now the perimeter is given as 36. So below perimeter you will write 36, and twice into length plus breadth. Length is 12. You don't know the breadth. So what will you do here? 36 you will write as it is. 2 into 12, that is going to be 24. And 2 into b. So 2 is for both of them, but this as well as this. So that is 2b. So what will you do? This you are going to take it on the left hand side. So 36 here itself. When you take here, and this is plus. So this is going to be minus 24, and that is 2b. So here what is that? That is, this is going to be 12. 12 is equal to 2b. So when you divide it 12, this is multiplication. When you take to the other side, it is going to get divided. So what is that going to be? That will be 6. That is, the breadth is 6. So here you are going to put the option, this is 6 centimeter. Next one, find the area of a square sheet of paper, this is square, whose perimeter is 60. So what are you going to do here? Now they have said the square sheet of paper is there, and here you are given the perimeter. So perimeter of square, you will start from the perimeter of square. The formula is 4 multiplied by x, that is 4s. So it is given as 60. So below this one you will write 60, 4s. So now what are you going to do? This is multiplication. So 60 will be as it is. This will go in the denominator, is s. So what will you write here? 4 ones are 4, 15s are. So you can write here 60 divided by 4, that is 4 ones are 4, and this is 20, that is 4 5s are 20, that is 15. So s is 15 centimeter. So now that is not done. They asked us what is the area. So this we got the side, we got it. So now again we are going to use the formula for area of square, and that is s square. So this again you can split up into s into s for our convenience. So we got here 15, s is 15, so 15 into 15, that is 225, and because it is area you have to write square, so square centimeter. So this is the correct option. Now what happens to the area of a square if its side is double? Now see here, side is double. First what are you going to do? You are going to see the area of square. So now area of square is s square. So now when we say the dimensions are not given, but they said it is double. Double means if this side is double. Now if it is double means it is going to be 2s. So what are you going to do? You are going to put a bracket. This bracket is very important. And then you are going to square it. In place of this s, you are going to, because it is double, you are going to write 2s. Because double means 2 into s, that will be 2s. And then, so now what are you going to do? This 2, you must have done in exponents. So this also should be multiplied, and this also should be multiplied. That is very important. So 2 times 2 is going to be 4, and this will be s square. Or you can write this 2 times. So now if you get confused over here, so what is that going to be? 2 times 2 is going to be 4. S times s is going to be s square. So what happens here? Original was s square, and now we got 4s square. So how many times does it get double? So they said, what happens to the area of a square if it's side? So what will you write here? The area becomes 4 times this of the original one. Original one is square and now it became to 4 square. So area becomes 4 times. So this is the correct option. The perimeter of a square whose area is 64 centimeters square centimeter is. So what are you going to start? You are going to start with the perimeter of square, and you know that is 4 multiplied by s. And this is given as sorry, the perimeter of a square is given in whose area is given. So first thing you will start with the whatever is given here. So sorry, the perimeter was not given, the area is given. So what will you do? You will start with the area. So area is s square and the area is given as 64. So you will write here 64 and this is s square. So what will you do here? You will, one more step you can add over here. This will be 64 squaring both sides and that gives s square, and root of 64 means this is nothing but 8 into 8. So that is going to be 8, and this when you take that root of this also square means that square root goes up, that is s. So here the area of this side is 8. Now the area we got it, and they asked for the perimeter, and now the perimeter of square. So the perimeter of square is 4 multiplied by s. So what are you going to do? You got already the s over here. So 4 multiplied by 8, that is 32 centimeters. So this is the correct option. So now they said the cost of flooring a square shaped room of side 8 meter at the rate of 50 per square meter. Now see, this square is given. So many times there is always confusion when the cost is given. So whether it's a perimeter or whether it's an area, wherever the word square is given means you have to find out the area, start with the area. So what are you going to write here? Area of square is side square. Now they said this is 8 meter. So this 8 and square of it, that will be 64 square meter. So now they said the cost is given. So what is the cost given here? Rupees 50 per square meter. Per means 1. So 1 square meter is rupees 50. So how many square is it, this one? This is 64 square meter, right? So 64 square meter. Below this square meter, you should write it square meter. So now see here 64 square meter will be how much? So you are going to cross multiply. So 64 multiplied by 50 and this one will go in the denominator. Always the two numbers means you are going to multiply this one. So this will be 3200 rupees. So this is the correct option. So now the length of the side of a square and whose perimeter and area are the same. See here, perimeter and area are same, and we have to find the length of the this one of a square. So now what I will do? First thing we will write, because this is perimeter and this. So perimeter of square is same as area of square. So they have written. So what is the formula for perimeter of square? This is very important. So perimeter of square means the formula is 4s, and area of square, the formula is s square. So what are you going to do? You will write here 4s, and this we are going to split up s into s. So now what will you do? 4 you will keep on one side. This s into s is same as this one, and if this is in the numerator, it goes on the other side, it is going to get in the denominator. So this one s and this one it gets cancelled. So what remains is s is 4. So that is nothing but length of side is 4 units. We don't know what is the unit given, whether it's centimeter, meter. So but the writing units is important. So can you see here? Any dimensions are not given, but they have from this sentence we have to find out the answer. Perimeter is same as, so this step is very important. Now the perimeter of the following figure. So you know perimeter means what? Sum of all sides. So what are you going to do? You are going to start with the perimeter means sum of all sides. So now you will any place randomly you can start, but see that place is not repeated. Now see here, I'll start from here, 7. So here is 7, 5. But see that you have to keep on marking it, and because you don't miss a single number. So 7 is here, 5 centimeter, 5 is here, 2.5, 2.5 is here. Then what you can see, this 2, no? This is for this side, that is 2 here. Then this one, this is 2 over here. Then 5 is here. Then this is 2.5 is here. Then 2, the 2 is here. When you add all this, so what do you get? That you get as 28 centimeters. See that when you're adding it, see that you just add it vertically. So that, because there are some decimals also over there, so you don't make a mistake. So that is 20 centimeters. So they ask the perimeter. So this is the answer for the decimal. Now see here for this figure. So what are you going to do for this one? So you will just write here, now see here, look at the figure. This is 60, 30, 10. 60, 30, 10. Okay, this one. Then this is 10, 10, 20, 15. 10, 20, 15. Then 30, 35. 30 and 35. So same thing over here, you are going to add and you get 210. So only you have to look at the figure and see that you just put a tick mark so that you don't miss any number. Hope you understand. So the next ones, find this here, in that they are asked for the perimeter, here they are asked for the area. This is very important when the diagram is given, and then they said find the area of the given figure by splitting them into rectangles and squares. So there is no hard and fast that you have to do first this should be splitted or something like that, but see that it should be done in a proper way. So now what are you going to do? You will do one thing. You will just put here. I will just do like this. So you can make it 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, so now what happens here? This is one figure here. Well, then this will be the area of this one, the area of this one, and area of this one. So now see here, if I am taking this first one, so area, this is the rectangle. This is a rectangle. Okay. So I just put here area of rectangle 1. So that is what is that? Length into breadth. So the length is 2 and the breadth is 1. So what do you get here? 2 square centimeter. Then what are we going to do? This is 2. But this 2 is what? This is a square. So what happens here? First thing, directly the dimensions are not given. But this side is 2 and this side is also 2, means this part is going to be 1. So what is that going to be? This is 1, means this also should be 1. So because it is a square, that will be 1 into 1, and that is 1 square meter, centimeter. Now what will we do for the third one? We will take here this triangle. This is a rectangle. So this is 2. So and this is 1, because this is 1. So this also should be 1. So what I am going to write here? Area of rectangle 3, that is length into breadth 2 into 1. That is again 2 centimeter, square centimeter. Now let us see for this fourth one. So fourth one, what did they do here? So here we have written here. See here, this is 4. And now we have seen this is 1, means this also is going to be 1. This part. So this is the length and this is the breadth. So this is going to be 4 into 1. So we got all the 4 things. When we combine that all 4, we get the area. So this is 2, 1, 2, 4. 2, 1, 2, 4, which is altogether that is 9 square centimeter. So you have to see properly and just mark and get the answer, that is area. You don't get it direct. So here we will go for the second one. We will make it this, we will divide it into 2 parts. So now look at here, this will be 1. So we will write here 1. And this is going to be the second one. So now what we can see over here, so area of square, that is this one. So this is a square, so that will be 2 into 2. This is 2 and this is 2. 2 into 2, that is going to be 4 square meter. And now what are you going to do for this 2? This is a rectangle. So what are you going to do? Area of rectangle and this 2. And what is it? This is 6 and this is 2. So 6 into, length is 6 and breadth is 2. 6 into 2, that is 12. So we want the area of figure. So area of figure means you are going to add this plus this. That is going to be 16 square meter. So the next one here, now look at here, we can make it 2. This is 1. So here what we can do here, this will be 2 and this is going to be 3. So now what will we do here? Now look at here, this is a rectangle because this is 2 and this is 1. So we can write here area of rectangle 1 is length into breadth. So length is 2 and breadth is 1. So that will be 2 square because this is in kilometer. Now we will take for this 2. This is also a rectangle. So what we can see here, this is 2.5 and this is 1. This side is 1. So 2.5 into 1, that will be 2.5 square kilometer. And this is 3. This also is a rectangle. So the length is 2 and this is 1. So that will be 2 into 1, that is 2 square kilometers. So what I am going to do is this. this and this you are going to add for the area of the figure, means 2, 2.5 and 2. So that will be 6.5 square kilometer. Now let's add the next one. The rectangular field measures 10 meter by 3 meter. Find the area of this field. So length of rectangular field is, when we say 10 meter, means this will be the length and this is going to be the breadth. So length is 10 meter and the breadth is 3 meter. So now the area is length into breadth. So that is going to be what? 10 into 3, and that is 30 square meter. So this is the easiest one. Now find the perimeter of a square shaped painting with the side 6 meter. Square shape is given. So side of square is 6 meter. And this is the perimeter. Perimeter means the perimeter of a square, that is 4s. So here what are you going to write here? 4 multiplied by s. So 4 into s is given. The side is given as 6. So that will be 24 meter. So Rita wants a new carpet for her dining room. The floor of her dining room is rectangular with dimensions 3.5 meter by this 3.5 meter by this one. So this will be length and this is going to be the breadth. How much carpet does she need to buy to cover her entire dining room? So first what are we going to do? We are going to write the given things. Length is 3.5 given. The breadth is given as 2.5. So first thing here, what did they say? Wants a new carpet and does she need? How much carpet does she need? So what will we do? The floor is there and here is the carpet. So we need this one. So what are we going to do? We are going to find out. We want this. How much carpet does she need to buy to cover her entire dining room? Means this is not here. Means this is to be, whole thing is to be covered. Entire thing is to be covered. Means, so what are we going to do? We are going to length and breadth. We are going to multiply. Hope you got this. The entire means you have to cover this entire part. So we have to write this one 3.5 into 2.5, that is 8.75 square meter. So by this one we have completed today's work. So the next part we'll do in the next video. So please do like and subscribe to this channel so you get a notification of the other parts of this chapter and many more. Thank you.